a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Welcome to Of the Oldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as a godly parent.
I'm Ray, following the path of Gab.
And I'm Charlie, following the path of Bast, but we're not really talking about Rick Riordan stuff too much today. Like, we are, but we're not. Like, it's his thing, but he didn't write this stuff.
No. I mean... Yeah, to me, talking about fanfiction is still like talking about the book.
We're talking about Rick Riordan adjacent things. Because he has inspired the ship that, as this one fanfic writer has called it, now I think that means it's official. Desmos is the ship name.
Amazing.
Do we agree?
Incredible.
That Michel Desjardins and Amos Kane is Desmos?
Sounds good
to
me.
That's fucking sick.
It's sick. It sounds cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
So speaking of this fanfic writer, we would love to have so much to talk to you guys about this specific ship that we ship.
That we ship so much.
But I think we've probably already said this before. There's 4 fanfics on AO3.
Yeah. And if for some reason you're popping into this episode with no context, we've been covering the Kane Chronicles. And
Yay!
These 2 characters in the Kane Chronicles are gay. Like they should be gay.
It feels canon, my
old
dude.
men who do not have significant others.
Old
whatsoever.
men, we use the term loosely. Middle-aged. People on Tumblr get mad at you these days if you say old man yaoi about 40-year-olds.
Desjardins is like 100 years old.
Okay, no,
There's
that's true.
at least one old man in this yaoi.
That is very true. Okay. Acceptable.
So, yeah, I'm just saying, there's at least one old man here. But they should be gay. And if we ever get an adaptation, I really want that to be canon. That either they are in a relationship or they were in a relationship. I don't need it to end happily. This is gays that probably don't work out because canonically one of them dies. So, and I'm fine with this.
Yeah, no, that's great. See, the thing is that we all hate a barrier gaze, but the other thing is that tragic yaoi is good.
How often do male relationships have one that dies? I feel like that's more the female.
I do not know enough about this history to like
either.
say, but like it's definitely a thing, because I don't know if you know this history, but this originates from the Hays Code.
Yes, I do know that. I just thought it was a lot more of like lesbians getting killed off in movies, but then again, I've mostly seen more lesbian things than gay men.
As far as I know, we're across all gender spectrum.
Who kills off the non-binary people? I feel like they just don't get included. Anyway, so for this wonderful episode where we read Omen Yaoi, we read 2 one-shots by this specific writer on AO3, absolutely shouting out Kit Eckery, who has only written these 2 Kane Chronicles fanfics in February of this year.
We fucking support you. We applaud all of your efforts.
Kit Eckery, if you're listening, did we do this? Did we inspire you? Because
God,
this crazy that this happened like while we were talking about it on our podcast. And if not, someone please send this their way. So yeah, I'm loving every second of it. So the first one that they wrote for February 1st, 2026, Amos wakes up from a nightmare. Desjardins suggests something. Amos questions if it was a flirt. That's the description.
Yay.
And it's called Maybe You're Right. And I feel like I have to read all the author's notes because the author's notes are the most important things about any fan fiction, if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And the note is, there's only 2 Desmos fics, gang save me.
That was what we said.
Yep, and the other two Desmos fics, if you didn't already know, are the ones that are in fucking French. And they're so long. Or at least the first one is so long. It's 56 chapters. Like, I applaud the fucking world building.
And you checked out some of the translation, right?
Yeah, I both did like a quick Google Translate of like the page, and then also looked because there is an official translation in progress on fanfiction.net. Oh, okay. Wait. So when I look at this one on AO3, I'm bad at reading things. So have I mentioned this? No, it's fanfiction originally posted to fanfiction.net. Translation in progress on fanfiction.net. There's the link. Also, there's aesthetics for the picture. There's aesthetics for the fic, and the page goes to a Tumblr that does not exist, and it makes me very sad.
So speaking of fanfiction.net, I just pulled it up so that I could see if there were any over there, and I forgot how terrible trying to search things on fanfiction.net is. There are 980 Kane Chronicles fics, but that's all I know, my dudes.
Yeah, there's no way to find things.
There's a Set Amos romance on the first page, so that's good.
I'm also glad that there is that, because, like, I mean...
Yeah. Fellas, is it gay to share your body with another man?
Ray, you're the one to ask about that, because you're the one who loves that as a concept.
And my answer is yes.
Yeah. So the very French fanfic is extremely long. It has a sequel, but we're gonna save talks about that for a little bit after. First, let's talk about these shorter ones, because they're complete and they're in English, and I could read them in one sitting.
I went back to AO3. There are 9 Set Amos works on AO3.
I'm not surprised. Like that is the obvious one.
Yeah.
But this one is
still,
obvious when you actually...
You're picking at crumbs, like,
it's
for
not
content.
Crumbs. It is not crumbs, okay? You ever just, like, you know, have this traumatic experience and have to, like, ask this guy who hates you, your family, and everything you stand for help and, like, healing and everything, and for some reason he has to give this to you, and you respect each other in your fields, and then he dies trying to save the world, and he leaves you his work uniform and his job. Now you have to take up that job. This is the plot of their relationship.
No notes. Yeah, very good stuff. I'm just saying, ooh, we are starving. We need so much more. We need to provide for the people.
But it also, like, just works out that like the families hate each other as a kind of thing. Like, that's always good tension for some kind of spice. And yeah, they just, like, they were forced to have to be around each other because Amos asked for help and Michelle had to give it to him because that's how the house works. Just saying. is gay. Everything is gay. Okay, so this first fanfiction, maybe you're right. This is in fact taking place when Amos is, like, in the first gnome, gaining help from Michelle.
Yeah, this is the best place to place a one-shot, you know? The most opportunities for intimacy are here.
And he's just been constantly having these nightmares ever since. He's got PTSD, man, okay?
Well, there's also an implication. I've just been, like, skimming it now because I read it, like, a while ago, but the implication that Set is maybe, like, actively taunting him in his sleep, like, trying to, like, give him nightmares and fuck him up.
Yeah, that's what it also does seem like, possibly. Either way, he's not getting a lot of sleep, and so he, like, goes outside, and oh look, there's Desjardins. What? We're both awake so early. And, you know, they meet, they kind of flirt a little bit.
That is also such a classic fanfic thing, is, like, you both wake up in the middle of the night and run into each other. Like, such a nice little way to isolate your characters and have everything be, you know, quiet and intimate.
It's been so long since I actually read fanfiction. I just need you to know that. I think the last time I was reading any was college.
Wow.
Like, I mean, besides the time that we reread my Persebeth fanfiction that I shared with you, not the fanfiction that I love that's Persebeth.
Yes. The good old days.
But first time I've read something new.
Damn. No, bro, that is so, like, wild to me, because I have been, like, downloading fics and, like, listening to them at work for, like...
You know, I don't even have an AO3 account, right?
Damn. I feel like I knew that.
Because I died when fanfiction.net died. Like, in, like, 2015. It's been, like, 10 years since I've read a new fanfiction.
It's always, I don't know, like, there's so many people who I know who don't read fanfiction. Like, obviously, like, it's a niche hobby. But, like, being, like, a hugely devoted fan for a thing and not reading fanfiction, I'm always like, but you're missing out. The people are crazy out here.
I just write them in my head.
You're valid.
Usually it's self-insert, so it's not for anyone but me.
That is the good shit. I used to have, like, a whole, like, thing about, like, self-insert me who's, like, a multiverse traveler, and I'm get to, like, meet the people.
Bro, we can't get into me and my maladaptive daydreams, okay? This is how I cope with existing in this world in a human body. That is for my therapist, which I've never actually told a therapist, but...
Well, maybe that... I think that shit is good and rules.
Thank you. So the old man Yaoi...
Yes.
Yeah, so they're kind of flirting, and Desjardins is being so, like, nice and kind. He's not even saying Set's name. Love that. And he's like, okay, you need to get some sleep, honey. Basically.
Yeah.
And puts a smile on him, makes him go to sleep. Amos wakes up in this bed. Hey, guess what? There's only one bed.
My goodness. This escalates so quickly.
No, both of these escalate so very quickly. But they are one-shots, so I think that's the point.
I love it.
You only have so much space for it. So they're in the same bed, they're kind of cuddling, and Amos even calls him by his first name, Michelle. What? You can call me Michelle. That's fine. Don't even worry about it. I was actually, like, screaming to myself while I was reading both of these. I just needed to know that. Because I'm not chill. Unless, you know, I'm reading, like, smut, and then it's like...
Blank-faced.
blank face, like, it's reading the newspaper. But anything else, it's like, ah! Yeah, then they just, like, kiss. Because Amos keeps thinking this is a dream. What's going on? And then he's just like, yeah, it's a dream. I can just kiss him. That's fine. And Desjardins is like, I mean, that's okay, but I thought we could just cuddle. It's funny that he's like, I mean, I just wanted to cuddle. Yeah, and then Amos proceeds to run the fuck away and throw up in the corridor.
Oh my gosh.
I think he throws up in both of these fics. Just because he's anxious.
You know? Some people, that's how it be.
Some people are just, yeah, they're just anxious. But Desjardins comes back to him and he's like, hey, it's okay. You weren't thinking that through. And then he kisses him. He's like, did you just throw up?
God. Oh. Gross. But,
yeah,
you know,
it's fine.
It's very sweet, but also, bleh.
Yeah, not a great kiss. Doesn't matter because they go back to the bedroom, like, immediately, and then they're just making out.
Yeah, if that was me, I'd put a teeth brushing scene in there somewhere.
No,
Please.
No, we're still just making out. We're kissing each other's necks. Yeah.
I'm so bad at, like, talking about romance. Like, I can read whatever, but, like, just, like, talking about this, like, my secondhand embarrassment. Like, I feel like I'm getting read on the podcast.
It's okay. Everybody can totally hear your blushing live on the podcast.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry for blushing so loud.
I feel like it's implied that they fuck, but, you know, it's kind of like a ... But they sleep in the same bed. Next morning, who shows up at the door? But Vladimir Menshikov!
Fucking Vlad.
I'm not gonna lie, I love this trope specifically, actually. Where Desjardins is hiding him. He's, like, covering Amos's mouth, like, hiding him under the covers, runs the door. There's no one in here. I'm totally by myself. And Vlad's just like, where's Amos? Where's the cane? He's gone. Like, we need to go find him. And Desjardins is like, don't worry about it. I'll find him. Just go. But we need to find... Go! Leave! Get the fuck out! And... yeah. I love it. I'm obsessed. With that. He does eventually leave, and then they make out again. And then the last scene, iconic behavior. This is so fast, But Desjardins dragging Amos by the collar. I have him. Maybe he should be my advisor instead of you, Vlad, because you fucking suck. Actually, he respects me. This just keeps calling him Vladimir, which is so weird because it's calling Desjardins. Can they have a little bit of consistency with the last name, first name bit? That's my only note here.
It's so funny because Vlad tries to bring up Set, and like the energy is like, don't talk about his ex. He's with me now.
Exactly. Huh? And yeah, so Vladimir's just like, oh my god, he's calling you by your first name? You plotting with them now? And Desjardins like, no, actually I'm fucking him. That's where he was. He was in my bed. And actually we're in love, so bye-bye. Honestly, they say they'll love each other, and that is the end of it. Like, this was one night.
Beautiful.
Obsessed. I'm glad that gay men can just say that they love each other after one day. Mm-hmm. Whereas gay women, it takes like 10 years, and then they kiss once, and then they say that they love each other. And move in.
What I heard about lesbians is that they move in first.
Oh, sorry. They move in together
and they have a cat.
And they have a cat, and then 10 years go by and it's like, are we in a relationship?
Wait, have we been dating this whole time? Wow.
There we go. So, politely, I want a sequel of this where Vladimir Menshikov returns and they have to fight his homophobic bullshit. It's just that they fight his ass.
I can't believe he's Russian and homophobic.
He's Russian. Not to say that all Russians are homophobic.
There's gay Russians. I've seen heated rivalry.
Yeah. Menshikov would hate Ilya. We know it.
Everyone hates the bisexual king.
Mm-hmm. So I also do think we should be reading some of the tags that are on these fics as well. Important tag on this one. No beta, we die like Desjardins.
Iconic. This is someone who knows the deep lore.
Obsessed with this one. Can I give guest kudos? I need to give guest kudos. Awesome. I
also gave them kudos.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Ooh, look, it's somebody's AO3 account.
Nobody else is allowed to look this up. Only Charlie.
It's because I know their secret Tumblr and all of their stuff. Okay. Second fit. What is happening? I can't speak.
I love this.
By Kit Ekri. Similar.
But opposite.
It's called Similar.
Oh. I thought you were saying similar to the last fic because it's also like a nursing back to health, but
it is, but it is the opposite. I'm gonna read the tags now. Yes. Let's see. They them pronouns for Zia Rashid.
Love it.
Beautiful. Disabled character. Disabled Michelle Desjardins.
Love it.
Cuddling and snuggling. Found family. Bonding. First kiss. I wrote this while listening to video documentaries. No beta, we die like my ankles. Seriously, I almost broke my ankle. Injury recovery.
Hell yes.
I'm obsessed with AO3 writers.
That's the good shit, man.
This is like Tumblr tags. Like, you don't actually reply to the post. You just put everything in the tags. That's how it works. Our summary of the fic. Desjardins was saved by divine intervention after attempting to save the world. Amos, through his own strong emotions, tries to nurse his friend back to good health. Featuring Desjardins/Amos parenting Zia, alongside Desjardins acting like an older brother to Zia. Notes. Any command that isn't in the King Chronicles is probably Arabic. Pretend it is ancient Egyptian because I cannot find those words as it's pretty much an entirely extinct language. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, there's a note at the end of the fic and it says the AO3's curse is coming for me.
Yes. That's what happens.
I think that's what happened to your ankle.
Yeah, this is exactly. That's what they're referencing. This is what happens. As soon as you start writing fics, your life falls apart, your body falls apart. It's just like our podcast curse. But it comes for everyone eventually.
So wait. If I start writing fan fiction on AO3 while I already have the podcast curse, does it negate it or does it make it worse?
Sounds like there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, but I don't really want to tempt that. I don't want to tempt fate here, necessarily.
I have posted things on Archive of Our Own before. That's what AO3 stands for, if you didn't know that.
So what you're saying is it makes it worse. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
notes all of Ray's issues. Yeah, that makes it worse. All right, so this one. We have brought Desjardins back from the dead. This is what you were saying, where he does not die in the end of the second book.
I love it. I love a fix it.
Fix it, fic. Obsessed. So, apparently he's alive because Sadie just prayed to Anubis. And we do get a comment of Sadie's in love with Anubis. Maybe, possibly, or just obsessed with him. Desjardins doesn't understand straight people, I think. I think that might be what this means. Anyway, he's alive, he goes unconscious, and then he wakes up, and Amos is there. Of course he is. He's been out for 5 days. Man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But he did almost die, trying to save the entirety of the world and everybody. I want to know if in this universe he actually defeated the snake, or if we still have to go through the Serpent Shadow book. Like, I want to know what happened there.
Who knows? We love a fix it. We love a sick fic. We love recovery fic.
We do. Also, apparently because of this, he's just disabled, canonically. So, we love it.
Mm-hmm. Consequences for your actions.
Yeah, Desjardins is like, Amos, you're chief lector now. So, there you go. Also, they're just like, we're friends. We should be better friends.
Oh.
And we're gonna stay together for a long time now. Very cute. I don't think
I didn't realize you wanted me alive.
There's a lot of Zia in this fic, of course. We have to refer to Zia as they, them in this fic, and it's going to trip me up. So, they're very worried about Desjardins and their health and everything. Yeah, but they're also like siblings.
Relationships are nebulous. I know that the author defined it, in like specific ways, but like at the same time I'm like, I get it. Like they both were under Iskandar together, and so that can change your dynamic a little bit.
Yeah.
My one complaint for this fic is that I feel like their Zia is like a little soft for my tastes.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I enjoy my snappish girl.
I need a little bit harsher, more badass. But I get that we are having a soft fic, so that's probably why. Honestly, Desjardins is a little bit soft for me.
I'm noting this down, bro. I have to write a fanfiction.
I know you do.
I can't critique other people's fics without putting my money where my fucking mouth is.
You do. You need to write it for the world, okay? And then everyone will find your AO3.
God, my nightmare. That's not even that true. I've written not that much.
It's okay. You're wonderful. You're fine. You're amazing. More importantly, they will find your Tumblr.
No!
Even worse. Okay, so yeah, they were basically raised by Iskandar, Desjardins for the last 100 years, Zia for the last 14 years. But apparently they got scared and slept next to each other when they were scared. That's kind of cute. We appreciate found family. Good stuff.
And I do think that the canon relationship between Zia and Desjardins is really interesting.
Honestly, I do think they act like siblings anyway. They just act like he's annoying older brother who's dumb and does not understand things.
Amos gives Desjardins a hug before he goes off to do lector things.
That's gay. They also held hands.
Wow.
Did you know they held hands? They're eating food. They're eating food with lots of fiber. Oh wait, this is when the Carter Walt thing happens. I can't. I think it's so good. They put so much into this fic that's not even just Amos Desjardins, because they were like, actually, I'm gonna fix everything in the Kane Chronicles and make it my own headcanons. So
I literally forgot about the Carter Walt of it all. We
cured Walt, for one thing. Walt's not gonna die anymore. And Carter is hiding Walt, especially his neck. And Amos is like, I don't know what's going on here. Desjardins like, you don't understand teenagers? Do you not? He's got a hickey. And Amos is like, what's a hickey? Basically.
Oh boy.
He's so oblivious. He doesn't know this. He's never been in a romantic relationship. Oh boy. I need to know more about this repressed man. So I feel like that's signs of how he's not noticing that Desjardins is flirting with him. Next scene, Zia tries to call Amos the chief lector, and Amos is like, please don't. Let's not right now. Okay. And then we got
Okay, cause Amos is like blushing, and Zia's like, "Do you want me to stay with Desjardins, or would you like to sleep with him?" And Amos is like, phrasing.
Can you not say it like that? And Zia's like, "Oh, you like him?" Amos is like, "If you tell him, I'm giving you to Carter." And Zia's like, "Oh, well, I'm a lesbian and he's a gay boy, so that's not gonna happen." Beautiful, wonderful. I love your headcanons, Kid Ekri. So yeah, they're bullying each other, they're friends. Good shit.
I love that. I love that for them.
Amos and Michelle are talking about how awkward it's been, but also they're having breakfast.
Strawberry and banana pancakes. Delicious.
Wonderful. They start talking about the relationship with Zia and everything. Desjardins like, yeah, cool. So Zia, let me explain their entire identity to you. So they use they, them pronouns, and they don't like to use androgynous terms. They'll use femme and mas terms. So like, they're my little sister. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I love that. Just like so a lot cool. of that. It's so fun. Yeah.
It's very good.
Like, you use they, them, but you're like, I'm your little brother / sister.
I mean, I call myself Archie's dad, so...
Yeah, no, like, I know a lot of people who are like that, where, you know, they have just, like, their preferred terms, and it doesn't really have anything to do with gender, it's just, like, vibes.
Exactly, just the vibes, man. Yeah, so they're talking about Zia and everything, and apparently Desjardins has a similar relationship with Zia, because she won't even call him by his first name. I mean, yeah, Zia just likes respecting their elders, maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, this is where we get the title similar. It's similar. There you go. Zia also just, like, walks up to Amos, like, accidentally, and he sprays her with water. He just sprays them with water. And, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was you. Dry. Me too, man. Me too.
Someone what a funny reflexive spell to do when you get snuck up on. You just, like, get drenched, idiot.
Why not? Why not? I think that's funny because Zia is also, like, a fire magician, so, yeah. And then Zia calls Amos dad, and then immediately runs the fuck away, like, nope, never mind, I didn't say anything, goodbye!
Calling your teacher dad.
Literally.
Fate worse than death.
We still have Ra in this one. Zia's still hanging out with Ra.
Good for them, I guess. I still don't know what that's about in canon, so we'll get there, I'm sure.
Amos makes spaghetti for Desjardins and then leaves and then throws up again. Did I mention there's throw up in this one too? Because yeah. And then he explains to Desjardins, yeah, Zia called me dad. That was weird, but I don't know.
He's more nervous because they are avoiding him, and, like, the idea that their relationship has been ruined is, like, distressing to him.
Amos is just like a ball of anxiety.
Truly.
Apparently.
This person's Amos. I always kind of, like, accept that every fic is gonna have, you know, just a little bit of different characterization, and that's just, like, an interpretation of the character.
Yeah, it's how everybody sees the characters. I feel like I've always seen Amos as, like, almost too put together. He's always hiding the true anxiety very underneath all of the cute little suits and spectacles.
Right. And then Desjardins is that, but, like, 10 times worse.
Because he's also hiding it behind the, like, stern face and everything. And the, like, I have to be the coolest person in the room kind of shit. Yeah. So, once again, we're making so much food in this fic. I read it and then I did not realize how many times they eat food. Yeah. So,
food as a social thing, food as a comfort thing. Yeah, makes sense.
We're gonna make Zia some falafel, okay? Just for her. Everything is all good. Zia's hanging out with Ra. She swears and he's like, oh, and Zia goes off to find the falafel and is like, oh my god, Desjardins, what the fuck did you do? Oh, look, it's Amos, actually. There's anxiety, there's hugging, and they're good now. We're family.
Yay.
We're just family now, okay? And then the three of them all meet up together, and they're also all family. They're all good now. They're all gonna sleep in the same bed tonight.
Pretty cute.
Found family, okay? Everybody snuggle.
This author enjoys food and having naps together.
I love that Amos is like, Julius and I never cuddled. Wish we could have cuddled.
Also, to note, Desjardins is feeling better a little bit. He can sit up now in bed.
Yay! He's no longer dying! Awesome! And then Amos wakes up and he's like, shit, I'm in love with Desjardins. I gotta go.
Yay! Your italicized O moment, as they call it.
Oh. Yeah, and Desjardins also realizes he's in love with Amos, because he's like, wow, this man's been making me food. I'm in love with him. Or maybe he's just hot. Quite literally, maybe it was the fact that Amos was attractive. Desjardins didn't know when he started thinking that, but he was sure of it that morning.
Okay, so Desjardins is like, I just figured out that I am in love with this man. I'm telling him right now, immediately.
Yeah, I want you. I want you with me forever. And Amos like, huh? What? I love you. Huh? Kiss.
I love you too. They are French kissing. There is tongue.
There is tongue. Zia walks in the room and is like, ew, my dads are kissing. Or my dad and my older brother are kissing?
See, this is the issue with when you assign, like, nuclear family roles to your found family. Those are not the same thing.
Anyway, awesome. They all hug, and that's the fic.
Yay!
Yay! Yay. Okay.
I'm delighted.
Okay, so all I think I want to do for the really long ones is mostly read some of the tags.
Cause those things are like crazy, right? Like they go hard.
They go so hard.
The world building.
Okay. And okay, I'll read some of the notes as well. This is like the translation, or actually wait, let me read the official translated one on fanfiction.net. But I will read the tags from AO3 because the AO3 tags are insane. Okay. So, a few notes on the choices I made in my fic. The genealogy of Desjardins is a little jostled. In the Red Pyramid, the Shabti of Julius, an unreliable narrator, mentions that he is 200 years old, and the grand-nephew of Jean-Francois Champollion, two pieces of information that are quite incompatible. Oh, Desjardins himself, in The Throne of Fire, addressing Vladimir, refers to Champollion as his grandfather.
Oh my goodness, Rick.
Didn't even notice that. Thank you for catching this, my dear.
You can tell this is a history buff.
This is, I didn't even mention, this is Back to the Bone Garden on fanfiction.net by Dyed Elephant. In my fic, he is more exactly the great-grandson of Champollion, and born towards the end of the 19th century. I also took the liberty of adding members to the family. Julius and Amos were born in the 1920s. No indication is indeed given on their ages, so I wanted to imagine they are older than they appear, like the other magicians. Ruby was born in the early 70s.
How come Ruby's so young?
I'm assuming because her family wasn't practicing, so I do think that makes sense canonically wise. Like, the Canes have been practicing for a long time, and her parents were not practicing magicians, so I buy it. Most other pantheons exist. I decided to include Celtic characters, and to a lesser extent, Slavic, to better reflect the diversity of paganisms in Europe.
Oh, we're getting in it.
The fic is European-centric. It focuses on European policies that are absent from the book. It will cover the years 1900 until the Great War. The chapters are chronologically out of order. What the fuck? Another fanfiction will focus on the war years, and yet another later on European construction. A lot of very specific humor on the dynamics between European countries. The events closer to the canon will probably be integrated into a fourth fic or the third. I will add some information here depending on the questions I will be asked. What the actual fuck?
I love fanfiction. I love fanfiction for exactly this reason. I
really do. Oh.
You're like, let me just take this thing and use all my extensive knowledge about my specific interests to just...
Yeah. So when I tried to skim this fic to be like, okay, but how much of the old man Yaoi is in this? And I couldn't find a whole lot of it in this 56 chapter fanfiction. The second one is more exclusively Old Man Yaoi.
So this is more
like the
pre-slash.
Yeah, this one is more like, this is the build up, I feel like, and a lot of it is also Desjardins' like life and the European politics, clearly.
And also, going back to the other tags, period typical homophobia, so I would assume maybe some internalized homophobia, like, you're not...
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Let's go into the tags from AO3. Obviously, we have Amos / Desjardins. We have Desjardins / OC, him and someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we have Julius and Ruby. But we also have Julius and OC. And Vladimir Menshikov and OC.
Fascinating. Where are we going?
So many slash pairings. So many.
Okay. So, characters.
Look at the characters. Look, there's one specific character that's important.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. Yeah, Amos, Michelle, Iskandar, Julius, Set, Horace, Thoth, Ruby Kane, Maria D'Angelo.
And Vladimir Menshikov. Maria D'Angelo, why are you here? I know why she's here.
Yeah.
I know why she's here. And it's because
she
we're going through the world wars. And she was in Italy. She's literally, like, born and raised Italian. So, I understand.
I love it. She would be there in canon. Good shit.
I'm trying to remember if there are any, like, other future characters that are also somehow in this space, but I'm also just thinking about the greater Riordanverse implications, because you remember what World War II is about, right? It's the Poseidon and Zeus kids versus the Hades kids.
Don't love that.
Which one's the Nazis again? Yeah. Yeah.
Don't love it.
I am assuming this person doesn't go into that, since that's not important, but Maria D'Angelo still exists here, so I can't separate it. I really can't.
No. Yeah, that's part of Rick's world building. It's right in there. That's canon.
Our additional tags are Per Onks Politics, European Union, World War I, World War II, Yugoslav Wars, Original Characters, Chase Family, Freeform. I don't know what that one's about. French Revolution, European History, Russian History, Celts.
Freeform just means that it's not like a typical tag, that like the AO3 will add it if it's like a tag that no one has used before generally, that sort of thing. So Chase Family, I would assume that they were referring to Annabeth Chase.
Okay.
Annabeth's family perhaps shows up also at some point somehow. So, yeah, just...
there is an Arthur Chase in this fic.
Well, there we go. We got OCs.
Yeah, we have so many fucking OCs. This fic is mostly OCs, not gonna lie.
I love that.
Ancient Egyptian deities, post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, magic and science, war veterans, politics, costume parties and masquerades, partying.
Oh, hell yeah.
Everything is beautiful and everything hurts. Great Depression, period-typical racism, period-typical homophobia. The good old days. Is Paris burning? Paganism. Bellini cocktail. Implicated / reference suicide. Violence. Set and Horace are assholes. And Barbarossa, Freeform. So,
Barbarossa is a Pirate of the Caribbean guy, but I assume that that's named after...
No, that's Barbossa.
Okay, Barbarossa.
I know that is a guy. There we go. That is... Frederick Barbarossa. I was like, I was literally like a European history nerd.
Okay, good.
About me, but I was at one point.
Sorry for comparing your real European history to the Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, I literally always thought that every time this guy's name / this thing came up. Okay, so it's an operation in World War II, and it's also the name of a Holy Roman Emperor. So I'm assuming we're talking about the World War II thing.
Yep.
But either way, there's that. So this fic is fucking insane. I did look at the entire work, and at one point there is a whole family tree of the Canes.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. Man, that is someone who is doing this for the passion, for the love of the game.
Like, can I find it again? It was just like so insane. Here it is. Okay. Notes. We have the Elder branch, the Chicago and Louisiana branch, and the Keene branch. It's so much.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So the version in French, that is the longer version, since the translation is ongoing also, it is 226,000 words.
Oh, the translation hasn't been updated since 2022. So I think it's probably easier to just translate this ourselves. Anyway, there's so many people on this. like what? Like what? My dude! Why did you do this to yourself? I love fan fiction writers.
Yes, me too.
Like, I love them. They're insane people, and they're wonderful. And I'm assuming all of these characters do appear somewhere in the fic.
Oh, the fic isn't marked as completed, but the last chapter is an epilogue, so presumably it actually is.
Well, I would assume it's completed because it has a sequel. I just meant, like, the translation.
No, I know,
updated.
But I was under the impression that the original fic wasn't completed, even though there was a sequel, because sometimes it'd be like that.
That's fair. Some people also just don't mark their fics completed. Let's be honest about that. What are the tags on this? Let me just check that, because then we can just talk about our fanfiction. Oh, there's nothing
exist.
fun. The sequel is only 5 chapters, and it is just Michelle and Amos, and the only other characters are Vlad and Julius. So,
yay!
This one is gayer. And it's called The Dark Years.
Les années sombres.
Yeah. Wow. I love it. Good shit. I need to read more fanfiction. Okay. So, Ray, have you been taking notes on all the things that we've said that we need to put
No,
in
not
fanfiction?
at all.
Okay. So, our fix-it fic for this working in canon, if we're not making it doomed yaoi, because you had your theory that Michelle Desjardins should be the chosen of Ra, and I do love that one, unless that's a separate fic.
That might be a longer concept. I don't know.
That could always be a separate fic.
Right. If we're going for like something short and manageable, that might also just be, spending a little time with the boys when Amos is staying at the house and recovering.
I do feel like there needs to be some backstory, because obviously these two have known each other for years. Michelle has always hated the Kane family. Doesn't have to be as long as our dear friend from fanfic.net and AO3 who wrote our monster everything. But, they've run across each other. And Michelle hates the Kane family and all the stuff that they've come across. So, they have a history.
Yes.
They have a history of not liking each other. Maybe at one point, they were, in fact, almost something.
I love the idea of a falling out at some point. Yeah, before the series started.
Maybe... okay. Maybe Amos was a black sheep of the Kane family. And he was just yeah, I'm gonna, I want to see what the House of Life is all about. I want to join those who don't want to go with this way of the gods, because at that point he doesn't have a way of the gods that he's chosen or anything. He hasn't hosted a god, so he doesn't have any of that stuff going on. So maybe he meets Michelle that way, and they have this interesting bond. But also Michelle is definitely internally homophobic of himself, especially. I think that's gonna happen if you are however many hundreds of years old.
Yep. But also, yeah, it was just period typical internalized homophobia, as they say.
Yeah, so that's gonna be happening. And maybe Amos is just immediately yeah, I think I like this guy, and he tries to go for it, and Michelle's oh
boy. I see where you're going with this,
and maybe that's part of the falling out, and then Amos is okay, well, I guess I've lost my one friend that I had here in the House of Life. Gotta go back to the family, and I guess maybe I'll follow what they do instead, or something. Maybe I'll try to. And Julius knows about this relationship somehow, this almost relationship somehow, and he also just hates that Amos went to the house and all of that, and tried to say no to the path of the gods. Remember, Julius and Amos already have some kind of weird sibling beef, and it's not really fully specified what it is. So, what if it's you went back on our family, went back on what we do? No. Or whatever. So, are you understanding what I'm going for? What I'm going with here?
Yes. I'm listening, I'm absorbing reading, I'm thinking, my issue that I'm having is that, like, you know, the Canes and the house were integrated before. You know,
they were.
The Path of the Gods thing was relatively new.
But I feel like the Canes were also, like, more into the Path of the Gods. Like...
But, like, given that when the kids were discovered to be godlings, they were going to be executed immediately.
Yeah. I mean, that's also why Julius is on the run. So maybe, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I had kind of
just...
forgotten that Julius was an outlaw. Yeah, there is, like, stuff
my brain was
happening here that we can
the Canes are all outlaws.
I just need to, like, think about it some more.
The Canes weren't all outlaws because Amos was just living fine in his house. So okay, go back on what I said. Amos is not the black sheep of the family. The house was like the family was like in the house, but always had like very strong ideals of how they should be doing things, but they were never in charge. And Julius was the rebel who was like, we need to go for this Path of the Gods thing. Like, why is this not allowed? Like, come on, guys. And Amos, that's how they have beef, is that originally Amos was on the side of the house. And even though he does eventually come back around to it, there's still beef between them. And Amos, because he never fully comes out and says, oh yeah, I'm in for the Path of the Gods, because he's trying to...
But he also,
not
like,
be on the run.
to, like, you know, condemn his brother, which maybe, you know, makes him fall out of favor with,
and it's why
you
he's
know,
like...
Black and White Desjardins.
That's why he's, like, at Brooklyn House, and he's not close to anybody. But again, he's
still literally just by himself out there. Yeah.
But those two are like, they become friends. Obviously, Amos is like, falls in love with him. Michelle's like, oh boy, I don't know if I'm gay or like, if gay is okay. That's a lot for me and my 100-something-year-old ass. So yeah, Amos goes away, yada yada yada. And then we come back to our modern day stuff, maybe. Unless there's other stuff sprinkled in. But the modern day stuff is when we get, oh yeah, I need help from my old friend who I tried to smooch and who did not want to be smooched.
Oh boy.
And then maybe things happen and it gets fucking messy. I don't know if we'll get Menshikov knocking on the door kind of messy. It would be funny.
I'm also thinking about, like, focusing more on the recovery aspect, you know?
Yeah, no.
Like, things about Amos maybe, like, panicking at, like, set things, but also, you know, knowing that he is connected to this now. Like, his magic has changed so that his main power is chaos magic. And, like, that is such an interesting little detail to kind of sprinkle in and work with.
Like, we'll have moments of him trying to use magic for the first time, and then, like, Michelle notices, oh my god, your hieroglyphs are red now, or what have you. Like, the symbol of chaos. The drama of it all.
But yeah, Desjardins, you know, having this, like, black and white ideals, but then kind of, like, opening up the way that we see him throughout the Throne of Fire.
And I think that works so, like, the him opening up is like, why would he open up if he didn't, you know, like, talk to Amos like a little bit? Right.
Like when we see him at the beginning of the Throne of Fire, I am like, oh my gosh, your best friend.
Were you chatting together? Like, were you besties? And Amos is like, you know, Path of the Gods, like, we should be going for it. It's the only way that we're gonna survive. The snake is coming.
And, like, what happened to me does not negate that.
Yeah. Oof, and Michelle's especially like, but what happened to you? like no, like, that's what we're trying to avoid specifically.
Oh man,
because God's the
it's
evil
so tasty
and all of that. And yeah, I love it. It's so juicy.
So we have this, like, missing scene part, and then we also have our Michelle as Ra's body, whatever, AU.
Yeah, that's like a sequel / fix it fic for the rest of the series. And that can be continued after we finish this book. We're about to start The Serpent Shadow. If you can't tell, we've actually already recorded a few chapters of The Serpent Shadow, but we're about to release some of those.
I keep forgetting this is going on the main feed. That I'm not just talking to my beloved Patreon, my besties, who would never, you know, talk about how embarrassing I am.
Everything ends up on the main feed eventually, Ray.
I know, but at least I have a buffer, usually, when I'm a real little freak.
I've already released the original fanfiction episode on the main feed.
Oh, well, I guess it's too late for me.
It's way too late. Everyone knows what you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all been new.
All right. But anyway, happy Pride.
Happy Pride, guys.
This is the Pride episode. If that wasn't clear, I should have said that at the beginning.
I don't think we said that, but that's why we're doing this.
This has been so stream of consciousness for me because I was like, what is a format? We're just talking about gay fan fiction.
The old man Yaoi is real.
The old man Yaoi is real. But happy Pride Month, everybody. And if you're not already like in the DXM Discord, for as little as $1 a month, you can join the DXM Discord where we're doing a bunch of cool stuff this week.
Yay, Pride!
Ray's just like, what? I'm not. I don't talk to the Discord. I'm just a little guy who forgets that there are people.
I'm gonna drop in
my phone
and look at things that are happening. It'll be good. I'm just really bad at socializing. I get scared.
They're just a little guy. And speaking of little guys, my cat's like, you've been in this locked room for so long. You need to hang out with me.
He is like the littlest guy I've ever seen. Well, I guess with that ringing endorsement, you should release us from this mortal coil.
I guess I will. Get the fuck out of my house of life. Like, you're gay. And
wow,
and you know what happens to the gays at the end of all those damn gay medias?
Oh my god, Charlie, we're never gonna make it.
We're not gonna make it out of this episode alive. But actually, the gays should live because they're cool and awesome. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.
Bye. You can follow this podcast's socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send us a message through the duat to oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about the Riordanverse or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology, no promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. If you want to hear more from me, Ray, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast's Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with the meme maker Robert called The Bits, where we talk about the Cartoon Network show Steven Universe. I also co-host a non-network podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo. Our music was created and produced by Isabel Strauss-Riggs. You can find Isabel at Kane I, that's I is in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now we are discussing The Kane Chronicles. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
Space, the final frontier. The adventure of which man has yet to explore fully, and yet man fully intends to explore.
Robert, what are you doing? What's going on?
Hey, Charlie, I'm just, on our hiatus. I decided I was going to take a little trip to space in my bubble. I'm having a good little time.
Robert, enough of that nonsense. Steven made it home. We're fine. We're all fine.
We're all fine, but...
Yeah, it's time for the next season.
It's time for the next season?
Yeah, let's go back to kindergarten.
And are we going to cover Season 4 of Steven Universe?
We are, in fact, going to cover Season 4 of Steven Universe here on The Bits.
Oh my gosh. The Jam Buds are reunited.
Who are the Jam Buds again?
I believe they are me, Robert.
And me, Charlie.
You can tune in every Friday for a brand new episode of The Bits.
Bye-bye. let's podcast some Old Man Yaoi.
Yay!
I can't wait for anyone who uses Robert's Zencaster to see the title of this. Because it very well could be like Erica and Carter, who just like see Old Man Yaoi fanfiction bonus and then just like, Robert, is this one of yours?
Dave X Media.